Before I start my video, I want to say to all my subscribers, y'all go ahead and go to New Beginnings, which is the new nation. I mean, the way they have been showing me love, especially Kayola, her, and everybody within his family. And, I was just in her live, the respect and love that, what I'm saying, I was getting. There's nothing but love and respect. Please go to her channel, subscribe, check out her videos, her cooking videos, her merch. She has everything. When it comes, when it comes to cooking videos, when it comes to merch, and when it comes to loyalty and respect, and being a good person, and being humble, and being a real sister, that's who New Beginnings is all about. So please show the utmost respect and the utmost love, and very much appreciating New Beginnings for everything. Thank you. God bless you. Let me start my intro by saying that when you think you have a friend and the other person thinks that he has a friend as well, but they really are connecting with each other to try to erase and try to delete somebody else's career. But in reality, one was trying to see if they could benefit from the other to try to knock the other one off, as saying betrayal or facing humiliation in any type of shape, way, or form. That's where the names Mr. J.Cole and Mr. Drake come along, the two softest MCs ever to hit hip-hop and hip-hop history and in the hip-hop culture. And this is where I begin to say, let the drama begin. Drake thought that J. Cole was his friend. J. Cole thought that Drake was his friend. But J. Cole betrayed and humiliated himself and Drake more of what Drake did to J. Cole. Because Drake really thought that J. Cole had his back. That J. Cole was going to, stand by him side by side, do or die, no matter what, when it came to battling Kendrick Lamar to try to get Kendrick Lamar out the way, try to get him out the hip-hop scenery. But Kendrick already knew these two soft-ass Karens, PP Karens, idea, plan, their narratives, their calculation, because they both are predictable. There's nothing unpredictable about these two Karens. But Drake extending himself as into believing, yo, J. Cole, you got my back, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've known each other, this while. Won't you come with me on tour? And not only that, why don't we go ahead and drop a couple of songs, to disrespect and try Kendrick Lamar. All right, Drake, no problem, you know what I'm saying? You my dog, you my nigga, you know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and do that there. And once the first shooter and also the 7-minute drill came out, J. Cole did not even give Kendrick Lamar a chance to respond back, just like Deleted said. Big shout out to Deleted. Y'all go to his channel and subscribe to him. That man is a legend when it comes to doing videos and contact like this. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank him for sharing my video once again. But J. Cole said, you know what? Let me go ahead. And his deceitful, delusional mind, okay, I'm going to work with Drake, but I'm going to go ahead and have Drake thinking that I'm his dog, that I'm his homeboy, and then I'm going to go and see if I can get on Kendrick Lamar's side so I can go ahead and maybe drop a couple of diss tracks on Drake himself. So he was playing both sides, like, nicking and picking, nicking and choosing, but it backfired on him in a way where he wasn't expecting for Kendrick Lamar to know how predictable and how much of a bitch and how scary J. Cole really is and always was when it comes to competition and when it comes to hip-hop battles and when it comes to being confronted and being called out and being disrespected and tried. So, all this time, J. Cole thought, I'm going to play the devil's character, but I'm gonna put a smile in my face to show Drake and Kendrick Lamar that they're homies, just exactly what he did to Wale, and that's why Wale said the industry can't be trusted and he can't trust nobody in the industry, which I totally agree with Wale 100%. And Drake was so humiliated and so embarrassed after he saw J.Cole apologize in front of thousands of people to Kendrick Lamar that Drake was like, damn, I thought you was my homeboy. I thought you was my dog. I thought you was gonna be there with me and stick it out with me through thick and thin. But J. Cole had other ideas. He saw how Kendrick Lamar came, how prepared he came, how elevated he came, how much of an escalator he took to the point where not only J. Cole got more scared and nervous, he turned into a bigger bitch than what he's ever been. He turned into a bigger 304 than what he's ever been or ever thought that he will be put or placed in that category. So in reference to my disrespect towards him, it's exactly how Kendrick Lamar put him and made sure that he let his ass know. I knew everything you was gonna do before you did it. You didn't even let me get at you when you did the 7-minute drill. So you want me to accept your apology so you could go back to Drake like you did with Wale and me when you had the conversations with us and you did false prophets to go ahead and be able to diss us and disrespect us subliminally, knowing that it was going to be about us, knowing that you can't be a friend, you can't be trusted? Because the first thing that you find out about a friend, a so-called friend that is within this type of nature, that is within the type of genre, you want to go ahead and backstab, which you've always done throughout your whole career. You don't know how to be real. You don't know what it is to be sincere and be a man about your altercations, your battles, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to being a man about your issue, be 10 toes down about your business and handle it like a fucking man, but instead you decided to be a bitch. The softest Karen along with Drake in hip-hop history. But the humiliation didn't stop there. The years of hate accumulated. Everything that you said about Kendrick Lamar in your diary, this song about Kendrick, the grudge, the anger, your anticipation, your hate and your jealousy and your envy towards him only put Drake in a position to where, you know what? I got this man. I got him food. I got him exactly where I want him at. But instead, Drake found out that you was just as worse as he was. A fake-ass friend with every bad intention just to get in the middle so it could benefit you all the way through, not knowing that the humiliation and shame and embarrassment that you was gonna go through, it only infected and it passed on to Drake, even in a perspective where Drake now is at a loss of his career. He does not know where to run to, and you are nowhere to be found. So these fake ass apologies to get out of a situation that you and Drake started, it only put Kendrick Lamar in a higher pedestal to continue and evaluate and basically just annihilate anything that you and Drake said about him, about his legacy, about his career, and disrespecting everything that this man has worked so hard for to build and accomplish and accommodate, and also be in a position where he's at. You will be remembered as the fakest hip-hop artist in the world. Your humiliation level, I don't think will ever surpass the embarrassment and just the total bullshit that you have created yourself. You cannot stand 10 toes down no more. You can't be looked at with respect no more. And especially looking at Drake's face, if y'all ever are to meet face to face again, I don't think Drake will ever extend his hand, help you, or even will want to have a friendship with you after the disappointment and just the diss factor and the unpredictableness that you allowed yourself to let Drake think, but not knowing that you was just as predictable as the next bitch that acts like a real bitch that you was gonna be. And that's the downfall of the humiliation. You put your own closure to humiliating, embarrassing, and being the backstabber that you've always been. So just like the lead said, get on your bike and take your whole ass somewhere else, and don't come back to something don't pitch you that you can write, like Eminem says. Don't put yourself as to trying to be the big brother and the big savior in some issues that don't correspond to you, or you thinking that you can be a help because you a homie. You remember what you said about Kendrick Lamar. You meant what you said about Kendrick Lamar. That hatred, that jealousy, you've been carrying that for years. And Drake used that as an advantage. But you humiliated yourself. Your legacy, your rap career, your hip-hop presence is not welcome anymore. Nobody sees you in that way anymore. And the reason why? You disintegrated your legacy. You tarnished your career. You basically put yourself in a situation where you ain't never gonna get out from. You're done, bruh. Your persona, your image, it was all fake. It was all a gimmick. It was all a show. You was never that type of rapper. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a pedestal, and now you can't get out the pedigree that you basically put yourself in. Meanwhile, Drake is somewhere else suffering. Don't know what the fuck is up with him. Well, we all see the drastic fall that he's going through, while you in the couch sitting down watching Kendrick Lamar win Grammy Awards, all type of accolades, just been nominated for 9 more Grammy Awards. So I know you out there suffering, shedding tears, crying, pulling your dreads, saying to yourself, why did I create this narrative? You know why. You know what? God doesn't like ugly. And when you're this fake and you have a betrayal character about yourself, this is something that you always gonna endure no matter what. So at the ending of the day, just hang it up. Don't try to even pursue it because it's not gonna work for you. And that's why you will forever be humiliated the way that you are. There's your boy Chico Black. Y'all go ahead and let me know what y'all think. Y'all give me your thoughts and we'll go from there. God bless. Peace.